Ajay Bose, senior journalist, Ranjana Bajpai of the Samajwadi Party, Ami Agnik of the Congress, Shiv Shakti Bakshi is executive editor of Kamal Sandesh, and Sambit Patra is the BJP spokesperson. So, I want to begin by asking you, Ranjana Bajpai, do you think the BJP will call off what it is trying to do in Moradabad? Do you think the BJP will now call it off because it has been exposed that the BJP and the VHP are working together to somehow increase the communal temperature? Do you think because of this exposure, the BJP will pull back?
I don't think whether they will pull back or not, but I think it will be most proper for them to pull out of this movement and let the state be in peace instead of creating communal tension everywhere. They started from Muzaffarnagar and now they are doing the same in Moradabad.
Yeah. So, but you know, if the danger is that after, you know, this whole exposure, after it has been revealed what their designs are, why they are wrong, and if they then go and sort of break section 144, they try to provoke the police. Ajay Bose, are they risking their own image now if they do it? Because if they continue to go and do this together with the VHP, in Moradabad, then people will ask, why are you trying to communalize in this way? It's becoming very obvious, isn't it, Ajay?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very obvious, but the BJP should remember it's now power, it's in power in New Delhi.
Yeah.
It has the central government. It no longer can see itself just as an opposition party in Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah.
So they have to be, you know, I think they have to realize that they are in power at the center. Mr. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister. The BJP is the ruling party at the center. So they cannot take a very narrow, myopic line, just the UP vision even if it gains them politically in UP.
But then
because I think they will lose a lot at, you know, as a national party.
No, if you see, the thing is, therefore, then the BJP will have to tell the Vishwa Hindu Parishad that stop this Jal Abhishek and all that you are doing, because on the one hand Narendra Modi is in power in Delhi, on the other hand they are saying that there is no religious freedom. Modi is in power in Delhi and you are breaking 144 and doing everything possible to communalize the situation in Moradabad, despite all that the Allahabad High Court has said, all right thinking people have said. Ami Agnik, do you think the BJP will pull back now?
I think when it is a very well-designed plan, Arnab, I don't think
clear,
so
but will they pull back?
All this to pull out. I don't think so they'll pull back, because I think they have now become quite very confident with bringing all these plans, and despite doing so much harm to the nation, you know, by bringing out all this hidden agenda and going on a very designed path, I think they will not pull back.
So this option therefore is, and for viewers all over watching today, a lot of people are saying no, the Modi government will pull back and Amit Shah will be told to restrain the BJP leaders and say that, you know, we don't want any communal flare-up in this place, especially when it has had a history of a communal flare-up during the month of Ramzan. If you do it, you're risking your image. Sambit Patra and Shiv Shakti Bakshi, it is going to become increasingly difficult for the BJP to try to do this surreptitiously. You know, cameras are there, media is there, the whole issue has been debated, it is quite clear what you're doing. Don't you think it is in your interest to not do this time? Because you can't do it silently and pull back. Everyone's watching you and you'll really destroy your party's image if you continue doing what you are trying to do in Moradabad. Will you pull back? Will you pull back, Sambit Patra?
Yes or no, let me begin by reminding you of the fact that before the elections of 2014 Lok Sabha, all of you were shouting at the top of your voice, 2002, 2002, 2002. Suddenly the 2002 has become immaterial. And thereafter, about 2 months ago and before the elections, Muzaffarnagar, Muzaffarnagar. In 2002, Supreme Court said BJP was not responsible, Modi was not responsible. In Muzaffarnagar, Supreme Court said no, it was the Samajwadi Party which erred. And today, you have added a new tag, Moradabad and Moradabad. I'm astonished, Arnab, even if the riot is not taking place, by the repeated discussions of this sort, are you forcing a riot on this country? What is this meaning?
Mr. Patra, I am so astonished, I'm surprised,
Then why are you surprised?
And let me please respond to you, because you know there are two things, Mr. Patra, that you must understand. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad BJP nexus has become impossible to deny right now. The BJP, including the present Home Minister of India, supported the VHP's Kosi Parakram Yatra, citing religious freedom, despite Section 144 being imposed on them. At that point of time, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi of your party, in fact, I'm very surprised, Mr. Patra, that you are completely, I think you're from the BJP, but you have no idea at all what BJP leaders have said in the past and what their positions have been. So I must expose your ignorance. On the 25th of August 2013,
I'm ignorant about all affairs,
on the 25th,
you are very learned about.
No, I'm not learned. I just have a good memory. I don't have selective memory and selective amnesia like you. On the 25th of August 2013, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi was asked, what do you think about what the VHP is trying to do? At that time, he said, this is the program of the VHP. BJP only supports it. Now what is happening? It is not supporting anymore. The BJP leaders are going there tomorrow. The VHP leaders... One minute. Let me complete, please. BJP leaders are going there tomorrow. VHP leaders are trying to go today. BJP leaders are saying we are questioning the SSP. VHP leaders say we want the this particular loudspeaker to be put in the temple. I have been asking repeatedly, and no BJP leader explains. कि करे पे हुआ क्या आपको कि अचानक आपको you are so hell-bent that one loudspeaker in one temple in a predominantly Muslim area in Moradabad, which has had a history of communal trouble, that one loudspeaker has to be put, and that loudspeaker is a new phenomenon. There is no tradition of a temple having a loudspeaker. You create a temple, you create a conflict, then you want to go there, then you want to escalate the situation, then you want to have a Mahapanchayat. When you have a Mahapanchayat, you send that, what is that gunda in your party? Sangeet Som. You sent your main gunda Sangeet Som into the area and you say that you create the trouble out there. And after the trouble is created, after that trouble is created, Mr. Sambit Patra, let me complete. After the trouble is, you see when the facts...
for half an hour. Let me answer your question, whatever you have asked.
Mr.
Let me, I have got your view.
You have not got the question. You listen to it a little bit more. Let me
for half an hour and then you want an answer within 10 seconds.
No, because you have to be exposed tonight. Despite arrests in your last attempt to communalize, you have a sudden pang to get this loudspeaker installed.
You have towards a particular community.
Mr. Patra, don't talk about community. Don't bring religion into this.
Why not?
Don't use religion. People who are good Hindus don't create trouble. Good Hindus don't create violence. Good Hindus don't believe in communalizing. Good Hindus don't pit people against each other. Good Hindus don't look for issues to fight. Good Hindus don't try and attack people. Good Hindus don't derive political violence. You are being a bad Hindu if you create trouble, Mr. Don't teach me Hinduism. Don't teach me Hinduism. Don't teach me Hinduism, Mr. Patra. Hinduism does not mean violence. Hinduism does not mean violence. Don't teach me Hinduism. Don't teach me what is right or wrong for a community. Mr. Patra, Hinduism does not believe in violence. Hinduism does not believe in violence. Hinduism does not believe in violence, and Hinduism does not believe in provoking violence. If you ask the question, I have to answer. Hinduism does not believe in provoking violence.
So, Hinduism
does not believe in the Hinduism I believe in does not believe in provoking violence.
You said that if there is a Muslim
the Hinduism I believe in does not believe in provoking violence. You don't provoke this provocative politics. ये खत्म होना पड़ेगा.
You don't say that. You don't say that again.
इसको challenge किया जाएगा. इसको खत्म करना पड़ेगा.
You are absolutely wrong over here. How did you say that if Muslims are in majority in a particular area, you cannot have a loudspeaker? Why so? Why so? Cannot Hindus and Muslims exist in harmony? If Muslims are in majority in some area, do the Hindus lose the right to live there?
Oh my God!
Do they lose their right to live there? What are you saying? What are you saying?
It appears to me, Mr. Patra, with respect. Just one minute. It appears to me today. 1 second.
We have all heard what you said right now. You said that over one temple, why can't the Hindus who are in minority there live their rights?
Mr. Patra, you see.
Why can't they coexist harmoniously? Why can't they coexist harmoniously?
You see, 1 second. You see, I don't understand. it looks to me, appears to me that you are really scraping the bottom. Ajay Bose will respond to you. After that, I'll come to Shiv Shakti Bakshi.
Your question went on for half an hour. You don't take my answer and then you jump to Ajay Bose. Your wish.
Mr. Patra, if you are scraping the bottom for communal issues, you should say it today. We are really scraping the bottom for communal issues. Ajay Bose.
You are trying your best to communalize.
Ajay Bose is responding to Ajay Bose.
Arnab, I just want to ask a question.
Yeah.
I just want to ask a question to Mr. Patra, if he just calms down. If Samit Patra just calm down.
Ajay,
please just calm down. I just want to ask you a question. I just want to ask you a question. Isn't it, I mean, after all, you are a sensible person. You are a sensible person.
I hope
Please
so.
try and understand. Does it really gain the BJP in inflaming passions, in creating a situation by needlessly stoking communal tensions in an area? Please try and see it sensibly. Try and see it sensibly without shouting, without saying he's done that, this, that.
Please try and
understand what I'm saying.
Ajay,
who gains in this?
In a very sensible way, I will answer it. If only Arnab allows me.
Please try and calm down.
I am calm, but ask that to Arnab. If he allows me to answer, I will sit and answer. Or else I will sit calm over here. That is what
the question is this. You see, Hinduism is a great religion, Mr. Patra. Mr. Patra, I'm going. Mr. Patra, just 1 minute. We are going to a break. And one second. Shiv Shakti Bakshi wants to come.
Or you want me to be calm?
Shiv Shakti, Samit Patra, calm down. You see, I'll tell you one thing. First of all, I want to say something with great sincerity to you. Sincerity to you. And listen to me very carefully, Mr. Patra. You are a politician from a political party.
Arnab, I have been listening to you since half an hour.
You are a politician from a political party.
My question
you are not the voice of a religion.
No, please.
You are not the voice of a religion.
I have been listening to you since
you are not a voice of a religion. You are in no position to teach anyone Hinduism.
No, I know. You are in no position.
You are in no position to teach anyone Hinduism.
You are the anchor of the show. You should allow me to answer. If you don't allow me to answer,
Mr. Patra, it's a thing. No, I just made a statement to you. You should understand what I'm saying.
Yes, and I'm appalled by the statement
you
made. You said that. You said. Let me tell you what you said. You said that since the Muslims are in majority in an area,
no, I didn't say that.
The Hindus staying over there should pull down the mic, should lose their rights.
Mr. Patra, what I'm saying is,
why can't they live harmoniously there? Why can both of them coexist?
Mr. Patra, will you stop for a minute?
Why should I stop? You are not allowing me to answer.
I'll tell you what, you continue and I'll take the break. You can continue. You can continue and I'll take the break. Okay.
Yes,
when you finish, we'll come back. Shiv Shakti Bakshi, I'm going to come back to you on the other side. The question is very simple tonight. You have a law and order situation, which is a fragile situation right now. You cannot use religion in any way, and in fact, I think the attempt should be that if there is religious tension, you should do everything possible to diffuse it. Now, that's commonsensical logic. If there is tension, do everything possible to diffuse it. Don't have to land up there and then create more trouble, and when the trouble happens, then come and say, oh my God, the UP government did nothing to stop the trouble. I mean, this is so transparent, so wrong. And to use religion to justify this attempt to create a communal situation. Shiv Shakti Bakshi ji, when I come back, I'm going to ask you whether you are actually convinced of this yourself.
Actually, Arnab, I was listening to this entire debate and number one, actually, what kind of logic are you actually giving? That there was no tradition of loudspeaker. You are supporting this kind of logic.
No tradition.
There was no tradition of loudspeaker in temple. Tomorrow you will say, okay, you cannot build a temple here because there was no tradition of a temple.
What are you saying, Mr. Shiv Shakti Bakshi? Mr. Bakshi, the district magistrate, you are not aware of the facts. One second. One second, please. You are not aware of the facts, and I'd like to tell you this. You see, problem with people, problem with Mr. Bakshi, problem with people like you is that you take a position without knowing the facts. I'll tell you the fact. What is the fact? The district magistrate approved the removal of the loudspeaker.
The problem is that
the district magistrate approved the removal of the loudspeaker and said there is no quote-unquote long-standing tradition of a temple having a loudspeaker. Then after that, you called for a Mahapanchayat.
Was there any tradition of
so if that is the case, then my simple question to you is, why on July 3rd you were made an offer that the loudspeaker can be installed after a few days, but you continued with your protest even after that offer was made. That means you have decided to create trouble.
Because it was the administration trying to...
No, but you were made that offer or not? So you were made an offer. So the solution was there, but you wanted to create the trouble.
The loudspeaker was wrong.
No, which means you don't want a solution.
The loudspeaker was wrong.
What are you saying? You just admitted today. No, you just admitted today.
The way they got down the loudspeaker, the police was wearing shoes. They entered into the temple. They hit the pandit there.
Mr. You will suffer. This is
you will suffer because of
today when a solution has been found. I'm asking this question if there is a situation where there is a little bit of communal tension, if a solution has been found, if a solution has been reached, is the responsibility of political parties to let the peace come back, or is the responsibility of political parties to do everything possible to ensure that no solution is found? And if that is if creating, I'm asking you, is creating communal tension good Hinduism? I don't think so. We'll talk more on the other side of the break.